They're not able to find the right moment. We trend understanding that they're vulnerable. They're going to look to just back off and regroup.
It will be a slow game coming out of this 10-minute mark, as I see both teams are playing exceptionally safe, avoiding these big fights until the end of the buff. That's what we are talking about, moving into the situation. Zhenxiao hounding that Tyrant, wanting to go for a potential engagement, but does respect the timers. Right now, they're rotating their full squad towards that bottom side. Where are they releasing the Shadow Vanguard to? I believe it will go towards that potential mid lane.
Yeah, taking that one out.
Flash name.
It's about invading the enemy jungle, taking the bottom T2. Very smart play right now. You don't want to force it, especially if you're alter ego. You don't have to hunt for kills at this point, especially when you have Vanguards that are looking to crash in all the lanes.
And right now, with the exploration coming in for the Shadow Tyrant buff, things will start looking pretty decent for the style WeTrend Esports as they are looking to reclaim much more of this map control we talk about. More offense coming in with the WeTrend squad, moving aggressively in towards the jungle coming in from Alter Ego.
Yeah, and Alter Ego now on the defensive. WeTrend understanding that they do have a slight advantage with the Shadow Vanguard. The bottom lane is pushing, something to take note of here.
Time is ticking for the side of Alter Ego. If you do not attend to the waves, you will be in danger as we see a tussle between Clash laners here, between Icy Tail, between Syndicate, fighting for control, fighting for vision.
Yeah, it's a better love story than Twilight in that case, right? None of those guys were really doing any damage, if anything. It was just kind of shrugging each other off. But again, Alter Ego right now on the defensive need to somehow hold. The minions are crashing in the bottom lane.
We will see much more action when we pace towards that next spawn of the Shadow Tyrant and Shadow Vanguard. That's where we start seeing the key decisive game-winning pushes here. Right now, it's much of a stride phase when more of these teams are just settling sideways and also taking these buffs for their liking.
Yeah, the buffs are huge, but in the bottom, looks like Icy Tail has to flash just to stay alive. The Resplendent Revolver is actually not going to be able to hit him, so WeTrend walk away empty-handed.
Empty-handed here, but for Alter Ego, the very minimum that they got was the Summoners coming in for Darfin. No Purify, no Frigid Charge, and for the side Icy Tail, no Flash, no Pure Sky. So that's going to impact the next upcoming fight in the next 45 seconds.
It will be huge in this potential fight. I mean, not having that Flash, you don't have that Flash Truth. How are you going to really engage at this point? But now the boat has been set off. He's going to wrap around. Didn't really want to go for Zhenxiao. That's a scary one. He does a 360 in the parking lot, but he's actually not going to commit for this.
I think he drove too fast and he actually scared off Decoy's ultimate, so that's a key ultimate from the Zhuangzi before the big team fight that we talk about here. Let's look at the items here. A lot of these goals are being funneled over to one TUT, whereby he's almost approaching full slotted. For the side of Darfin is similar, running towards that 4th item mark right now with that Daybreaker completed.
Yeah, but if you see a boat flying in, like sailing right next to you, very fast, you're going to use the butterfly flex, right?
It's a trigger discipline, but let's talk about the flash engage coming in from Newbie. Does not fight towards Aaron here. We see minimal engage coming in from Arise as the bolt does land on towards Zhenxiao, but that's a tanky jungler you're aiming.
Yeah, very tanky. And Zhenxiao, this Yang Jian is going to be a bit of a problem. The Shadow Tyrant is looking to get started. No, they're going to back off. One TUT takes over. It's going to be right on the south skirts of this one. Decoy still up in front, has a butterfly flex. If a fight eventually happens, Zhenxiao's looking to go, but there's steal away from Arise. He somehow smites it right under the noses of Alter Ego.
Beautiful spike control coming in for Arise does indeed take away the objective from the hands of Alter Ego. Right now, Alter Ego, are you looking to start this Shadow Overlord because your enemy team has a superior combat buff against you?
Well, I mean, you got to get something out of this. The boat is going to be used, but again, the butterfly effect negating all of that. The Overlord is going to actually be leashed back up. He's going to heal. WeTrend looking to just steal the enemy jungle more than anything else. PKL
teams today, they are just stealing all these objectives away from the IKL junglers right now. We're starting to see more control being committed from the side of WeTrend here. Alter Ego slowly but surely pacing towards these lanes, wanting to look for vision. The Fresh Feet Force not finding any key members here as Arise gets pulled.
Oh, the Silky Orb right onto Arise, the secondary one, and they do have just barely enough to slip it away. No, he gets picked off. One TUT gets that pick, but Icy Tail's going to trade his life away. But 3 members are already down from WeTrend. They're going to go back in. They're going to try to stay alive and just kind of fortify at least the T3, but Alter Ego are bloodthirsty. They want to go for this mid T2.
Such a big team fight clutcher coming in from Icy Tail, coming in from Newbie. The pole coming in from the street, finding Arise, and then that's where Icy Tail on the Dharma, finding the key decisive flank on towards Aaron right now. Map in control coming in from Alter Ego Esports. They are looking to collect the final outer turret right now. sights are set on that Shadow Overlord.
I mean, if they take this one out, that's going to be an insane amount of push. WeTrend will be up, and then the respawn timers are very short, but the Shadow Overlord already being picked off at this point. But man, if you are a fan of the PKL, you got to be worried.
I am definitely worried because Chantel is probably worrying right now off stage right now. So PKL fans, give your energy to WeTrend, or IKL fans, do wish Alter Ego the best because they are in the best of the position to push this into a Game 5.
Definitely in the driver's seat. Definitely understanding the assignment of potentially looking to close this game out. If we wanted to see a series go the distance, this might be it right now because Alter Ego are on the cusp of potentially coming back in this one.
We're seeing 3 pushing lanes coming in for the side of Alter Ego. Those purple dragons, the Shadow Vanguard, and Overlords are starting to put pressure against WeTrend. WeTrend has to back away, back to your base. Look for a potential snipe coming in from Aaron here. Icy Tail will be a primary target if you can. Look for his engages, mitigate that approach.
I mean, Zen Xiao is just so tanky at this stage. He has a 3K advantage over Arise on the Flowborn tank, who's generally a strong tanky hero, but he has really no fight against the Zen Xiao.
It comes down to newbie on these plays, right? But hang on a moment, though. Syndicate gets engaged.
Goes over the wall, finds Icy Tails, doing a decent amount of work, but now here come the cavalry from AE, and now are they able to get any sort of catch? They're gonna try to run away, and it looks like WeTrend do not have anything in return.
They have to back off. They have to attend to these Vanguards that are crashing into their base here. Beautiful disengage thus far coming in for the side of Alter Ego Esports. The next objective take point will be that 20-second Shadow Tyrant at that bottom river.
It's gonna be huge for that one. The Shadow Tyrant just a little bit more, but I don't know if that's enough for AE to really close out the game. They need some sort of pick off and then turn that man advantage into an game ender.
It will be down to a big team fight between these two teams to decide the final pushing factors here, but fortunately for Alter Ego, getting that bot tier 3 allows these minion waves to slowly start shoving into the WeTrend's base. That puts a lot of pressure for the map against WeTrend.
Yeah, but look at this. Zen Xiao is there. This is going to be a bit of a 50-50, and it looks like Zen Xiao managed to steal. Syndicate now on the run. Zen Xiao is gone heaven and earth mode. He's trying to actually just chase him down. Are they able to get any sort of catch? The bottom lane is something to take note of, but look at Icy Tail. He's got his flash. He wants to go. He gets the truth on to 3. The setup is on point. Aaron has been taken out. Darfin as well. And Syndicate has all been killed, and it's a matter of time. Alter Ego, all 5 members up, are looking to take this game down, and they will even the series.
Icy Tail with a godlike flag coming in for Alter Ego as they take game number 4, pushing into a full best of 5 series.
This is the first